Hi, so I'm back and I'm like so excited. Today was actually my first prenatal, well, not prenatal appointment. See, what happened is, after I took, well, before I took my pregnancy test, I knew that I was pregnant, or I thought I was, and my test kept coming up negative and I was spotting. So basically, I called my doctor's office. I said, hey, this is so weird. I'm like having all these weird symptoms, but my pregnancy tests keep coming up negative. Let me make an appointment. So that was like on like Friday. So my appointment was actually on that following Tuesday. However, between that time, I found out that I was pregnant because the test came up positive. So basically, I called my doctor. I had to cancel that regular appointment, and so they referred me to an OBGYN, which I actually went to today. And actually, it was not one that they referred. I actually picked this particular clinic because they're affiliated with a hospital that does natural birthing. They have a birthing center like inside of the hospital, which is so cool. So I'm actually just going to start my prenatal care with them, and I haven't even done a tour of the hospital or anything. But the thing is, I'll do like a whole nother video about that, but I'm just deciding to go with them for now because it's something I really want to do. I've really been wanting to find like the best of both worlds, with having to do with like a hospital birth and a natural birth, and that's both of them. So I found it, but in order to give birth at that hospital, you have to use their clinic. So as soon as I found out, bam, I'm pregnant, canceled the appointment with my primary doctor, and I made an appointment for like an actual prenatal appointment. Now, here's the catch. The catch is that once okay, so I couldn't get an appointment until about like 2 weeks out. And so I didn't want to go without prenatal pills until then. I guess the lady on the phone who helped me schedule an appointment, which I guess is just a medical assistant, I could be wrong. She told me I should be fine or whatever with not having prenatal pills. I've already been taking like folic acid for like the last 3 months, also biotin and iron pills. But anyways, I really thought it was important. So she's like, all you need to do is like do a walk-in, go ahead and make sure you tell them you want to take a pregnancy test. Once they find out you're pregnant, you can do like prenatal pills. Like they'll give you prenatal pills, but you still need to make your appointment in 2 weeks. So I'm like, okay, cool. I don't want to go 2 weeks without having the prenatal pills. So basically, I go in, it's at a hospital. So like I find a place to park, and then as soon as I drive in, I'm like, oh my God, like I know the parking is going to be sky high at the hospital. So basically, it was, and they do valet, but they don't valet to the parking lot that's closest to them. It's like one that's 3 blocks away. So anyways, if I do continue my prenatal care with them, if I do continue my prenatal care with them, I know not to park in there anymore because I ended up having to pay like $10 for parking, which is not a big deal, but I figure if you're going to a doctor's visit, they should have free parking. But this is LA, so of course they're going to charge you for parking every time they can. So just learned that. I learned that the clinic I go to, they take Medi-Cal, and it was so weird just like having that experience of going in because like I just felt like it was a total waste of time because they never asked me what type of insurance I had. They gave me a bunch of papers to fill out. With me being a new patient there, I just thought, okay, yeah, that's cool or whatever. Did all that. When I got to the window, the lady was like, oh, let me see your insurance card. And then she's like, oh, you have private insurance. Oh, okay. You didn't have to fill out all these papers. I'm like, you should have told me that a long time ago because I basically just spent like the last 20-30 minutes filling out all this paperwork for you when I didn't even have to do that. But it's okay because they were being like really invasive anyways, like asking like what's your income and stuff. So I totally like was not even like answering it because I was like, I've never heard this before or whatever. So, anyways, that should have been a sign, but I don't know. I was like so nervous. I just went ahead and did it. What else? The nurse poked me and she didn't even tell me. She called my name, took my vitals. She took like the temperature under my tongue, and then she also, took my weight, my blood pressure and all that. I weighed in at like 142.5 today. It's crazy because I gained like a half a pound. But anyhow, I would say that probably doesn't have anything to do with it. I don't know. But anyways, then after that, she took me into the room. She sat me on the chair, and then she's like, oh, let me see your finger. And then she wiped it with alcohol. And the next thing I know, she just freaking poked me. I was like, oh my my God, she freaking poked me. It's cool, but I just didn't know she was going to do it. I mean, I guess I should have known since she like wiped me down with alcohol, but actually I didn't know. It was crazy. Oh my God, the freaking midwife came in, and let me tell you, she walked in and she was like a bombshell. She was like so gorgeous. Not saying that midwives are not gorgeous or anything, but I just thought she was going to be like more homey looking. Only because like a lot of the videos I watch with like midwives and stuff, they just looked more like laid back or whatever, but she was beautiful. She was kind and everything. It was just kind of like a surprise. So I'm like, girl, stay away from my husband. No, I'm just playing. But she was cool. She gave me like some cool advice, just asked like some general questions. I don't know, like about medical history. Are you allergic to anything? Nothing really major. She told me what to look forward to at my prenatal appointment and stuff like that. And she even told me like, hey, you have a lot of more paperwork to fill out or whatever. But come to find out that I don't have a lot more paper to fill out because I have private insurance. And I feel like she automatically assumed that I had the Medi-Cal too, which I think Medi-Cal is really good. You know, like so many of my friends have Medi-Cal, people who, you know, really need it. But it's just like, I feel like if you have an office where you take multiple type of insurances, like they should definitely ask you like when you come in, like which one like you have. But it's a learning lesson for me too. So next time when I go into an office, I'm going to say, hey, I have this type of insurance. What do I do? So I'm not just like totally blaming it on them. When I left, they actually gave me a certificate of pregnancy. I was like, okay, that's so crazy, but I figured out the reason why you need it is for WIC. And before I left their office, they actually gave me like a certificate, not the certificate, they gave me the certificate of pregnancy, but they also gave me a map to their local WIC office. And I'm like just thinking like, okay, again, like I know that I don't qualify for WIC, so which is cool. Like I said, I'm not knocking WIC. I just feel like they wasted paper, they wasted time telling me that when they could have spent it doing other things, all because they never asked me what type of insurance I have, and like I don't know, different things like that. But it was really cool because I was like, oh my God, like if I did have Medi-Cal and I did have WIC, the process was super easy there. You know what I mean? And the people are really, 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 really nice. So I'm not talking crap. I'm just like giving like my honest opinion or whatever. So just so you know, I'm like 4 weeks and 3 days along. My due date is supposed to be June the 30th, but I know she's going to come on July the 7th, 2017. And I'm just like really excited to be a mom. Like I still can't believe it. I was able to talk to some of my really, really, really close friends today, who I actually consider family members anyhow. So, and I was just happy to kind of share the news a little bit today. I haven't been having any weird cravings. I haven't been sick at all, thank God. But all my friends who were pregnant was like, girl, wait for it. Just wait for it. Just wait, because you know, oh my God, it's going to come. Everybody's giving me advice left and right. You know, everybody's really excited, and so am I. So that's my little update, and I'll be back with more. And I just hope that one day I can look back on this and show my daughter, you know, that her mommy made this just for her. So I love you guys, and I'm so excited to just share this moment. I thought this moment would never come. So have a good night. Bye, loves.